Joining us now is Giridhar Armani, the Secretary at the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, to talk about the progress so far. Mr. Armani, good morning, and thank you very much indeed for finding time for us. That really is the first question. What has been the number of kilometers awarded so far, and what's left for the remaining 3.5 months of the year?
This year we had targeted around 12,000 kilometers. So far we have already completed 5,600 kilometers award. And remaining is also in good shape. We hope to complete the entire target by the end of the financial year. And the construction also is looking quite good, despite heavy monsoon in several South Indian states. And also the COVID pandemic affecting the entire country. We have achieved around 5,200 kilometers as on today against a target of 12,000 kilometers. And I'm sure we will be able to achieve 12,000 kilometers by year end. When we see the financial progress, we are quite good. We have spent already 68 to 70% of the total budget allocated, which indicates that physical progress will be commensurate with that. And when we top it off with the final layer in the road construction, we can show that we have achieved more than the 56% which is shown as completion.
Got that, sir. Mr. Armani,
by year end, I'm sure.
Mr. Armani, you said 5,200 kilometers have been constructed. How does that compare with the average pre-COVID year? I mean, comparing it with last year, we may have done well, but how does it compare with 2019 or 18?
2019 and 19 were not as good as the current financial year. Our target has increased, and I would like to remind you that the type of roads we are constructing now is totally different from what we were constructing earlier. Now we are constructing mostly 8-lane expressways and access control roads and 6-lane roads in many of the regions and states. When compared to the mainly 4-lane and 2-lane plus paved shoulders roads we were constructing in 19 and 18. So this year construction is much higher. When we look at the lane kilometers, it will be almost 1.5 to 1.8 times of those years.
Oh, okay, that's good to hear. What may be the awarding under Bharatmala in the current year itself? What's done? What's left? So
far, we have already awarded around 6,600 kilometers, completed in fact. Construction is completed for 6,600 kilometers. By year end, we will be completing another 1,100 to 1,200 kilometers. So we will be touching anywhere 7,800 to 8,000 kilometers of Bharatmala by the year end in construction terms. In terms of the award, we have already completed 19,500. And by year end, we will be doing at least 21,600 kilometers. Out of the total 34,000 kilometers we plan to do in the 5-year period.
These are over and above the one tendered out by Morth. I mean, the separate 12,000 odd kilometers you spoke about. Bharatmala orders are separate from that.
Bharatmala is part of that. In fact, we execute through several agencies. Border roads, we give several roads in the border areas. National Highway Infrastructure Development Corporation tackles the northeastern and Himalayan states. And NHAI does some of the important roads like expressways, access control roads, and 6-lane roads. And the state PWDs do mainly the 2-lane plus paved shoulders, and important state highways recently converted into national highways. So all these agencies put together have to achieve around 12,000 kilometers. Last year's achievement was quite good. In fact, against 11,000 target, we did 13,200 kilometers. And this year, we may be able to do around 12,000 to 12,500 kilometers. With all these agencies working together.
Okay. Mr. Armani, the budget papers had said that NHAI gets 65,000 crore from the general government. If I remember right, there was a supplementary grant also for roads. So what is the total budget and how much of it is spent?
See, total expenditure we are supposed to make this financial year is around 2,10,000 crores. Out of that, around 90,000 crores comes from the budgetary resources, and around 65,000 crores we have to raise through market bonds as well as loans, 30,000 through monetization, another 30,000 through the private investment in BOT and HAM contracts. So far, expenditure has been quite good, 68%. This is slightly above the Finance Ministry's target.
Okay.
So the mobilization, monetization, everything is on pace as we have targeted. And budget releases also have been exceptionally good so far.
All right. So you said monetization. I'll come to the projects handed out through HAM and other avenues as well. But how much has been monetized? Do you expect to get the entire 30,000 crores? Which projects have gone already?
See, we have already got around 2,200 crores through TOT bundles of 5G and 5B. And we also raised around 8,000 crores through InvIT this year. And we have 2 more bundles of TOT ready for bidding process. So apart from this, we are also securitizing some of the greenfield expressways we are going to build. Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, the Raipur-Vizag Expressway, and Delhi-Amritsar-Katra. These 3 SPVs of the expressways are going to monetize their toll revenues, future toll revenues through securitization, and raise money for their construction and pay back that money through the toll revenues received during the operational phase. So this target is quite possible. We may be able to achieve the target given by Finance Ministry to us.
But that's quite a bit, isn't it? You have to get 30,000 crores by our monetization, and even through TOT and those bundles, you are expecting to raise about 30,000 crore. The asking amount is an ambitious 60,000 crore. You think that's possible?
See, HAM and BOT, because now our main mode of tendering has become the PPP. HAM, there is good response. Bankers and other lenders are quite enthusiastic, because the model concession agreements have been made very business friendly. I don't think any problem in getting 30,000 private sector investment through equity and their investment.
How much has come already, sir? How much has come already through HAM and BOT?
Already, as I told you, we have already done around 50% of the awards, which means that that much would have already been accrued in terms of the future expenditure. So we are almost on track, and previous years' contracts also are resulting in inflow of the private sector investment in the execution phase. So there seems to be no issue with the HAM model, because it's almost like a deferred annuity, and the toll revenues provide a backstop for all these things.
Oh yes, they do.
I don't think this is a formidable target for us.
Okay. Perhaps formidable is NHAI's debt. I know you've spoken about it before, but the minister kind of made us sit up when in the parliament he said that 3.38 lakh crore was the debt as on the date when he answered in parliament. It will mean a big interest outgo. I looked up the budget. Last year, you all have paid about 18,800 crore. And now you will have to even pay out the annuities that will come from the monetized amount. So NHAI's finances, sir, I mean, what is the current debt? What will you be servicing? And what will you lose because you have monetized?
Actually, I was waiting for this question to be asked. This has been going on for quite some time, that NHAI's finances need to be sustainable. NHAI has been set up mainly to take up viable projects. If NHAI takes up a construction of a 4-lane or 6-lane or 8-lane highway, we first look at the economic as well as financial rate of return, and then only take it up. So the toll revenues for major roads, we get around 1 crore per annum per kilometer, and for roads connecting smaller towns, we get anywhere between 60 lakhs to 80 lakhs. So this revenue is going to be substantial. And already this year, we have reached 35,000 crore toll revenue per annum, which means that our interest burden will be largely met through the toll revenues we receive year after year. So I am not really worried, because we have done asset liability matching in a very careful fashion. And whenever we take up a new project, we ensure that NHAI's future liabilities are properly addressed. The type of mix, the contractual mix we have, HAM, BOT, TOT, and EPC contracts are fashioned in such a fashion that they do not cause any financial distress to the organization in future.
Okay.
Apart from us, of course, Ministry of Finance and others are also watching the progress. NHAI board is populated by expenditure, Niti
Yes.
Aayog, and other important ministries.
Yes.
So I need not fear about that.
Okay. No, I agree. I wish I had known that you were waiting for this as the first question, because there are so many sub-questions over there, but not enough time. Just wanted to know, last couple of years, the government has, in fact, especially last year, they took over the FCI debt above the line. Is that the plan for NHAI debt this year in the forthcoming budget?
NHAI is planning to do most of the roads in PPP mode. And as I told you, there may not be any need for anybody to go out and help out NHAI, because roads are the most important economic infrastructure.
Yes.
The monies generated by them are quite substantial.
Okay. All right. There is still a lot of expectation in the upcoming budget in terms of accounts management, but maybe that question at a later date. It's out of time. Thank you very much for your patience and for all the details that you have given us.